Okay, so welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive.
Yes.
And today we're going to be looking at Bleeding Me Dry, a recent single by Alicia Creti.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, there's just so much going on in the lyrics of this one.
there is.
We thought it would be worth spending some time
Yeah.
really taking it apart,
Absolutely.
and we're going to look at all of the themes of compromise and just like emotional exhaustion and really how the song ultimately becomes about self-preservation.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what strikes me about this one is that it really touches upon some like pretty universal experiences.
Yeah.
Not giving too much in a relationship.
Yeah.
Hitting that breaking point where it's just like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
Right.
And I think that's something that probably a lot of listeners will be able to connect with
Oh, yeah, for sure.
on a personal level.
Definitely. I mean, just that phrase, bleeding me dry.
Right.
It's repeated throughout the song, and every time I hear it, it's just like, hits me right in the chest.
Yeah, it's visceral.
It is.
What do you think about that image?
It's more than just being tired.
Yeah.
It's like this deep, fundamental feeling of being drained.
Right. And I think it almost taps into, like old myths,
Oh, wow.
like vampire myths.
Yeah.
And it sort of plays on those anxieties we have about,
Yeah.
Losing ourselves in relationships,
Yeah. And
giving too much.
she goes on to really paint this picture
Okay.
of this unequal dynamic
Uh-huh.
with lines like,
Yeah.
I've been picking up your shit for 3 days now, all your broken pieces scattered on the ground. And why do I compromise? My needs ain't up for discussion, but you're always up to something.
Wow.
It's like,
Those are powerful lines.
it is.
And it really
It
points
almost feels desperate.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it?
And it really points to like a pattern that we see a lot in psychology in these one-sided relationships.
Okay.
Where there's this constant cycle of one person over-functioning,
Right.
trying to fix things, know?
Right. Always trying to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
While the other person is just kind of emotionally unavailable.
Emotionally checked out.
Yeah.
Totally. And it just breeds resentment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then feeling of being taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And I think we all want to be there for the people that we love.
Of course.
But where's the line, right?
Right. Where do we draw the line?
And that's where these boundaries come in.
Yes.
And in the song, it feels like this is where she really starts to hit that point with lines like, midnight, calling sick of talking, all the pain you causing led us to destruction.
Oh, wow.
And things just take this darker turn here.
They do.
Almost like a warning.
Right. It's like the problem
Yeah.
is now starting to have some serious consequences. And you can feel that urgency in her voice in those lyrics.
Yeah, and then suddenly this huge shift in energy.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
With the lines, suddenly you changed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Wow. But you made your bed. You can lay now.
Yeah.
Hold stone, you're obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm refreshed. Now I'm all in nothing, baby. Sorry that you missed out.
Wow.
Chance after chance, you just take when I give.
She doesn't hold back.
No.
Does she?
And it's like a total 180.
Yeah. I love that part.
Yeah.
It's like she's found this new confidence.
Yeah.
And she's not going to be a victim anymore.
Right.
It's not just about walking away. It's about taking back her power.
Yeah.
And, setting boundaries. It's not selfish. It's about self-respect.
Yeah.
It's about creating healthy relationships.
Absolutely.
With yourself and with others.
So that's the key takeaway here, right?
I think so.
It's feeling of being totally drained.
Yeah.
Recognizing that things need to change. And ultimately this powerful sense of self-worth.
Exactly. And I think it's important to remember that it's a process.
It is.
We've got to recognize those unhealthy patterns.
Yeah. And set those boundaries and really, prioritize our own well-being.
Absolutely.
It's something we all struggle with in different ways.
It is.
At different times in our lives.
So it wasn't just about analyzing a song.
Right.
It was really about reflecting on our own lives.
Absolutely.
How do we give and receive in our relationships?
Yeah.
Where are our own boundaries?
It's heavy stuff.
It is some heavy stuff to ponder.
It really is. But, sometimes art can really help us work through these things.
Absolutely.
To process those difficult emotions.
Yeah.
And find the strength to create those healthier and more fulfilling relationships that we all deserve.
Perfectly said.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Bleeding Me Dry.
It's been a pleasure.
Be sure to check out more of Alicia Creti's work. And until next time.
See ya.
Bye.